Hey nerds, I am Will Wheaton. This is my wife Anne. We are here today to talk about wolves and billionaires, and as it turns out, that's not current events. It is in fact gaming. Um, Today we're going to talk about two light strategy games that are satisfying for alpha gamers like me, and also accessible and satisfying for less alpha gamers like Anne. Um, the first game that we will be talking about is called the Alpha. In the Alpha, we are all acting as wolf packs who are competing with other packs of wolves for food and territory. After that, we'll be talking about a game called Exchange. In Exchange, we are all securities traders on Wall Street trying to end up with the highest net worth. Again, not current events, just gaming. Joining us today is game designer Ralph Rosario. Ralph designed the Alpha. Ralph, thank you for hopping on the stream with us today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Tell me where the idea came from to create the Alpha.
So the big thing is I was listening to a podcast, and the podcast was talking about the prisoner's dilemma and how not many games had it. And I really wanted to try to kind of capture that feel and put that mechanic into a game. And it just kind of happened to work.
Anne got up from the table because we are doing this from our game room, and our dog is trying to come into the room.
She opened the door.
She opened the door herself.
With her nose.
She's not allowed to come in. So every gamer has a particular person in mind when they design their game. Who are you hoping to reach with this game?
So a lot of the people that I play games with are really new to them, so I don't want to overwhelm them with kind of complex rules. So this is kind of the target market is people who are fairly new to gaming, or people who play lots of games and want to introduce new people into games. And I think this does a really good job of that.
When you were play testing, I'm sure that you inevitably ran into places where you could complicate the game to give strategy gamers more choices, or you could simplify the game to make it a little bit more accessible. Did those moments arise frequently? And if they did, where did those choices lead you?
Yeah, so one of the big things that I got during feedback was most of the play testers that I got with were kind of more heavy into games, and they seemed to wanted to mitigate the dice rolling in the game.
Sure,
and I felt this was more of a kind of gateway kind of game to get people introduced into the hobby. And again, I didn't want to overcomplicate it. And I think I had to kind of filter that feedback the entire time. And I felt like the feel that I wanted of the game was more that introductory kind of game as opposed to something more complex.
My absolute favorite aspect of this game is the incorporation of the prisoner's dilemma. Now, for those who do not know what the prisoner's dilemma is, I'm going to do my very best to describe it in extremely simple language. The prisoner's dilemma was a philosophical problem that was raised at the Rand Institute in 1965. And the idea was there are two prisoners who are in solitary confinement. They cannot communicate with each other. There is not enough evidence to convict the prisoners unless they testify against each other. So they have this dilemma. Prisoner A and prisoner B can both choose to remain silent, in which case they will both be convicted on a small charge. They'll serve a short prison sentence. If prisoner A testifies against prisoner B, prisoner A walks and prisoner B goes to jail for 3 years. If prisoner B and prisoner A testify against each other, they both go to jail for 3 years. So now they are trying to decide, what are they going to do? How are they going to make the choice? And it was a problem about cooperation. And the Rand Institute found that humans have this hardwired propensity to cooperate rather than to fight each other. But wolves are different. So talk a bit about how you incorporate the prisoner's dilemma and how it relates specifically to wolfpack behavior.
So the big thing that the prisoner's dilemma, or how it's used in this game, is to resolve conflicts. So in the game, you're sending out your wolves to different regions of the forest to hunt for food. And in the event that you tie in a region, now nature's going to take over, right? So you all tie in the region for deer. So now you've got to decide whether you're going to fight for that food or you're going to choose to share it. And food has been scarce this year, so all the wolf packs have come to this region of the forest to hunt for food. And you're kind of desperate. So I think of it as like a fight or flight kind of response, and it works really well for survival. And so in this, if you choose to fight, you could take all the food for yourself if everybody else chooses to share. But if the other pack chooses to fight, now both of you sustain an injured wolf, and now next round you're gonna have one less wolf to hunt. And I would say the most interesting thing is if there's more than 2 packs in that region fighting for food. So you and me, Will, we both choose to fight, and Anne's in the region. Well, our wolves are injured, and Anne is now a scavenger, and she's going to collect all the food, just hanging out, and she just watches us fight. We get injured, we're mending our wounds, and she comes in and steals all the food. And I think it really works thematically really well in this game.
I completely agree with that, and I enjoy the tension of that moment so much, especially when I play with people who I know extremely well. It becomes like a bit of a poker problem where I know that you know that I know. What are you going to do? I think that is terrific. As you were developing this game, did you do any research on gray wolves? And if so, what sort of research did you do? What did you find out that you were completely unaware of?
Yeah, so one of the interesting things was lots of wolf packs end up not fighting. They don't cross paths very often. So there's this great study, and it was a state park, or I think it was a state park in Minnesota, and they tracked wolves via GPS, and they found that there was, again, very little overlap in their crossing over into different territories. And so in this game, a lot of the time people spend their time avoiding others and staying away from them and trying to avoid conflict. But inevitably it's going to happen, and there's going to be conflict. So one, I think the game reflects that with people's decision, they're going to stay away from each other. The second thing that I noticed in my research was specifically about the theory of like an alpha wolf or like an alpha male. And it's a common phrase that's thrown around. But in my research, I found out it was an alpha pair. So it was the kind of father and the mother of the pack. And they kind of led hunts, and they didn't always go first, and they didn't always dominate in every situation, but they were kind of the leaders. And in this game, you've got single wolves to send out to a region, or you've got this double wolf to send out. And that really surprised me. The last thing that I found out was connected to all the different foods that wolves eat. And it's mostly ungulates, which are hooved creatures, but they also will scavenge for food, and they'll eat fish, which I found incredibly surprising. But it was really interesting as I went through this journey of kind of trying to figure out, hey, how does this work in a game?
In human culture, we're a patriarchy, but in animal culture, it is more often than not, it's a matriarchy, where the alpha female is the one that you do not want to mess with. And I find this idea of an alpha pair extremely interesting. I didn't know that it represented a male and a female wolf. That's really interesting to me.
Right. Yes. Yeah. And actually, I would argue with you that even in human relationships, the female tends to be in charge, which we could probably ask Anne about that one.
Anne is 100% in charge, but that works out great for me. Are you kidding? Yeah, all I have to do is show up and not break things. Like Anne does all the hard work in our life. I think that we are ready to play a few rounds of the alpha. Now, let me tell everybody who is watching this. I'm sure that you are aware that we are living in the midst of a global pandemic, and that means we can't get together to play games with our friends the way that we can during normal, we're all healthy times.
We're all healthy times.
Anne and I have been able to play some of our 2-player games, but Alpha and Exchange, the games we're playing today, need more than 2 players because it needs the entropy and it needs that level of conflict. So we have been able to get a little bit of help from some of our friends here from Bicycle. Jonathan and Patrick are hopping on to play with us. And Andrea from the home office is going to be running the board for us. So you can see on your screen, there is an alpha board set up that shows you our score tracker. Incredible Vanahans, Andrea. Yes. Thank you. As well as what we will be hunting for. So we may have a couple of little hiccups while we are working our way through this odd remote gaming experience, but hopefully it will give you enough of an idea of how this game works and how the social interaction of this game works for you watching this to figure out if it's something that you want to add to your library or not. So Ralph, if you would walk us through the alpha.
Okay, so the game takes course over 5 rounds. Today we're only going to play 3, and we're going to start kind of partway through the game. So just so you know, We're partway through the game. Each person has a pack of wolves, and they have single wolves, which look like this, and they have an alpha pair, which looks like this. And what they're going to do on their turn is we're going to take turns one at a time, sending one of our wolves out to a region of the forest. So if you look on the board there, you could head them out for livestock, scavenge, for fish, for beaver, for hare, for elk, for caribou, or bison. Okay, so they're going to pick one and they're going to place it on that region. Then the next person will go and we'll loop around until we run out of wolves to place. You can place either one. And if you place in the near forest, which is on the bottom half of the map there, it doesn't cost you anything. But if you place in the deep forest, which are the top 3 regions up there, it's going to cost you 1 unit of food that you already have because it's far away from your den and it's going to require energy to get out there. So if we were to do that, let's say I decided to place out on the elk region, I go place out on an elk region and I would move my score, which is shown in the middle board, back 1 space because I traveled to that deep forest. Okay, at the end of the round, we're going to count up whoever has the most wolves in a region, and they will get to roll the die for that region. If they roll a number, they will successfully hunt that animal, and they will gain that amount of food, and their score tracker will move up. If they get an X, they failed to successfully capture that wolf or capture that prey. If there are more than 1 pack that have the same amount, let's say Will and I both go to the elk region, we both got 4 wolves there. I would roll and I roll, and if I get food, now we have to decide whether we are going to fight or share. Okay. If I roll and I don't get anything, Will also get a chance. So we're cooperating to try to take down this prey. If I miss, he can still help out. And then we still have to do the prisoner's dilemma afterwards. And then after we finish resolving all regions, then we go to the next round, and whoever has the most food at the end is the winner of the game.
Excellent. Terrific. So the player who can howl the loudest is the player who goes first in this game. I respectfully withdraw from the howling competition. I will choose not to go first in this game. So whoever chooses to howl may start. Would you like to howl?
Why would you not howl? Pretend we're on the cruise ship howling at the moon.
All right, I'll howl.
Ooh,
it's gonna freak out.
That's impressive.
That's way better than mine. That was way better than mine.
Our dogs are gonna come running over here.
There's wolves in the game room.
All right, I'll take it. I feel like mine was loud. I will take the alpha marker, so that means I go first this round. I'm going to place one of my beta wolves on the beaver region.
Excellent. So that doesn't cost any food. You're in the near forest, and currently you have majority in the beaver region.
Exactly.
Great. So now we would normally be moving clockwise around the table. I'm sure everyone's display is different. According to my visual right now, Anne is the next player. So Anne, go ahead and choose where you're going to go. You can place your alpha pair somewhere, or you can place a beta wolf. And if you want the help of knowing how many things you have, I kept the little wolves out.
Okay.
So we can keep track of how many we have to put places.
Okay. So I'm going to choose a single wolf, and I want to put it, tell me again, you said in a region?
Yes.
In a region, one of the tiles.
You want to go to the near forest for free, which is you can hunt hare or beaver or fish. You can go forage for berries, or you can try to grab livestock, or you can spend one of the food you already have and go on into the deeper forest where you can hunt elk, caribou, or bison.
Okay. I think I want to go into the deep forest.
All right. And are you going with a beta wolf or your alpha pair?
I was going to do a beta wolf. But
okay.
You think I should switch it?
I think that it's entirely your choice.
I'm scared. Okay. I'm gonna do a beta wolf.
All right. And you're going to the deep forest. Are you hunting the elk, the caribou, or the bison?
I'm gonna go for the caribou.
All right. Terrific. So that's one beta wolf of Anne's in caribou land. That costs Anne 1 food.
One food, please.
Reminds me of a great meme of a dog at a deli counter, and its paws are on the counter, and the dog is saying, "Yes, I would like 1 food, please." No, all right, excellent. I'm going to put a beta wolf in the near forest. And did you go for, I can't see on the board, did you go for hare or beaver? Looks like you went for beaver.
Beaver.
I'm going to go for the hare. So I've got a beta wolf in the hare. And Patrick, you're up.
Ooh, all right. Well, there's no reason not to go big. So I'm going to go for the bison. So I'm going to put a little beta wolf on the bison. Go big or go home.
Great. Excellent. So that's going to be, Patrick is going to spend a food to go into the deep forest and go bison hunting. Okay, terrific. Jonathan.
Ooh, I think I have to send a beta to the deep forest after the elk.
All right.
All right. I'm going to send a beta to the elk as well, and I will share with Jonathan. Jonathan, let's get this together.
I've played this game with you before.
The conflict, it's happening. All right, Anne.
Okay, so I think I want to do the, I'll do a near forest with a little beta guy. Is
Okay.
that correct? Am I doing that correct?
Yep.
And then you have to choose the beaver, the hare, or the fish. Beaver and hare have wolves on them. Fish is currently uncontested.
I will do the hare.
Oh, you're gonna come fight with me. I love it. All right, excellent. I am also going big, and I'm putting my alpha pair on the bison.
Whoa. He's coming after you, Patrick.
Yeah, so I'll spend one food, and then I'll see you. I'm thrilled to have your help taking this bison down, but I just want to be very clear that I will be eating it with my pack.
Is that how that's going to happen? Okay, we'll see.
That's probably how it's going to happen. It's your move, sir.
I'm going to come for the bison, but I'm a little hungry, so I'm going to put a beta wolf on the fish first. I'm coming for the bison later. I'm just letting you know.
All right, I believe you. All right, Jonathan.
Ooh, I'll put one more beta on the elk.
Okay, I'm going to put a beta on the scavenge region. And that means I get food. There's no dice roll there. I only get one food, though.
And I can't see the tile because it's small on my screen, but do I recall correctly that only one wolf is allowed in the scavenge?
Only one wolf from each pack.
Copy that. Excellent. All right, Ian.
10-4, big buddy?
10-4, big buddy.
Okay. I would like to put, can I put another beta on the caribou?
Yep.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Yeah, you can.
Oh, and for everyone watching, this phase of the game is called the stalking and hunting phase. We're stalking, and then hunting is when we roll the dice. Is that correct, Ralph?
Yep.
All right. I have this vestigial tabletop memory of like, oh, these are the things I'm supposed to talk about while I'm playing the game. All right, I'm going to put a beta wolf on the hare.
I am going to put a beta wolf on the bison. So I think you and I are now tied, Will.
Yeah, we are.
All right.
So we got two. We have two betas and an alpha on the bison. Is that what I'm seeing right now?
That is what you're seeing.
I'll join the bison party. I'll put the all alpha pair out there.
Wow, this bison is having a bad day. This bison is not going home to watch Jeopardy tonight. I'm just telling you right now. This bison
it's in trouble for sure.
This bison has had some better days. Ralph.
All right. I am putting my alpha pair. Let's go for the bison. Why not?
Oh man, this bison is this is going to be insane.
We're supposed to distribute all of our wolves, and then this is the stocking portion. So we fully stocked.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay, can I put, I'm gonna put a beta wolf on the deer.
I think you
elk or caribou.
I'm sorry, elk. Sorry.
How many wolves are on the caribou? Do I see 2 beta wolves on the caribou? Is that right?
There are 2 beta wolves on the caribou.
From the same pack?
Yes.
I'm going to put a beta wolf on the caribou.
Hey.
Ralph, is that you on the beaver? I think you've won.
It
Oh,
is,
yeah.
yes.
I don't think you should have easy access to the beaver. So I'm going to put one beta wolf on that beaver.
The part of me who's 12 years old just wants to say easy access to the beaver. I just want to acknowledge it. I just want to we're all.
I remember when we played this last year. That's all we did.
We are all thinking it.
Go ahead,
It's a little tension break-in, had to be done.
Jonathan, I believe it is you.
Patrick,
Ooh,
you're
am
up.
I
I
up?
mean, Jonathan, you're up.
All right, as usual. I can't let that fish go uncontested. I gotta put a beta wolf on the fish.
All right, the tan wolves are going for the beaver again.
All right, go ahead, Mrs. Wheaton.
Can I do? I would like to my double alpha wolf
Alpha pair, yep.
duet here. I would like to. I think I'm going to add it to the bison pile.
Holy Moses! This is just going to be brutal.
We're all going
This
for
is
that
going to be
bison.
ridiculous.
We're going to bring home some bison burgers to the babies.
Yeah, we are. I am going to put another beta wolf on the hare.
And I think I want to put one beta wolf on the scavenge location. So I get one guaranteed food.
All right, Jonathan.
Somebody remind me how the livestock space works.
So on there, you can get the livestock, or you could roll a D, which is death, and the farmer shoots your wolf, and it's removed for the rest of the game.
Oh God, that's so sad.
You have a. Oh, that's the wrong one. Where's my livestock die? What color is the livestock die? Here it is.
Red.
I got it. Nope, I got it. You have in livestock land, you have a 50% chance of dying. You have a 1 in 6 chance of getting nothing. You have a 2 in 6 chance of getting something. That's so I wanted to actually highlight this for those of us that are that kind of gamer, where we count the cards in the deck and we work out the odds of the dice and we do all of that. In general, you have about a 50% chance of failure when you are rolling these dice. In general,
50% chance of winning, you pessimist.
Hi. Has anyone ever watched me play games with dice involved?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I will stick with
That's
50% chance of failure.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Jonathan. I just wanted to give a little bit of extra information to the audience. So are you going to the livestock land?
Yeah, I'll take a winger on the livestock.
All right.
Let's do it.
Great. Way to go. All right, Ralph.
All right, Andrea, do I have one more wolf left? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm going to go, let's throw it on the fish.
Ian?
I would like to do beta wolf on elk.
All right. I will also put a beta wolf on the elk.
No, mine.
Now that elk was just way too contested. That elk.
So I have
way
3 on
too-
the elk, and it's 3 and 2 and 2 and 2.
That seems right.
It looks like there are 2 blue, 2 green, 1 tan, and 1 red.
And
Cool.
Ralph said that he had 1 wolf left, but I still
He went,
have.
but that's because of turnover. It'll work out.
I am awesome.
Look at it.
Patrick, did you go?
It's my go. I'm gonna put my last beta wolf on the bison. So I think I have the first person with 3 there.
Yeah.
So Patrick, I have your alpha pair. Is that not right?
Do I have an extra wolf? Did I make an
I have
extra
an
wolf from
alpha
my home
pair.
collection?
You probably did. One should be on your score track, so you should only have 5 betas and 1 alpha pair.
Great. I will not do that. I will instead place it on the alpha pair on the beaver then.
On the beaver.
Wolves out so we don't make mistakes.
All right. Well, I'm going to send my last beta wolf to scavenge just in case things don't go well at the farm.
Good idea.
Okay, that
All
was
right.
everyone.
So we are out of wolves, and Will and Ann, y'all just got confused because your normal one would be on the score track.
On the score track, yeah,
Yeah,
we just realized
Figure
that.
that out after.
Yep. So now we go to resolve regions. So if we look at the hair region, red has the most on the hair region. So red, Will, so it's you. You'll roll the red die or the yellow die, the hair die.
All right, here we go.
Hair dye.
Everybody, it's Will Wheaton rolling dice. We all know what's going to happen.
Okay.
Here it comes. Two.
Two for red.
Two
Right.
foods
All right.
for red.
And dark green, is that Patrick on the beaver? No, you stole it. You,
You.
Do you want me to roll the die, or does someone else want to roll the die?
I think
Let's
if
get
you
some
have a
accountability.
roll
Let's
die,
do the
that's
people where
fun.
there's two of them.
Oh, you want to? Okay, got it. So, Andrew, do you want to roll the beaver die?
Oh, I didn't have my dice ready, but I can do that.
I have a beaver die here that I can roll.
Will, do
Oh.
you want to go ahead and do it?
I mean,
go for it, Will.
We'll see what happens because it's not me rolling. It's actually you rolling. Dice gods, I'm rolling for Patrick. Do not make Patrick suffer because this die is touching my hand. And X.
Ah!
That's what you get for trying to steal my food. All right, let's go fish region. It looks like it's a tie, a three-way tie. Is that right?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Will, you're going to be our dice roller here.
All right, here we go. Fish
Wow.
die.
Setting us all up for disaster.
3 food.
3. So now all 3 of us. So me, Patrick, and who is the light green?
Jonathan?
Oh, and Jonathan. Me, Patrick, and Jonathan are going to decide whether to fight or share.
This is
Patrick,
fun.
we
So
know
this-
we cannot
so
trust Jonathan.
We definitely
cannot
can't
trust
trust
him.
Jonathan.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold
We heard
on
him
a
talking
second.
before. We heard him talking before at the beginning of the game. He was so feisty.
I've talked no trash yet this game. Just
All
for the
right,
record.
I got mine ready. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
3,
All right,
2, 1,
Cohen.
show. Share, share, share. Great, good work, guys. We all get 1 food. Ooh,
Great.
so kind.
Outstanding.
All right, we go to the
One-
scavenge region. Scavenge. Those 3 packs each get 1 food because you scavenge and you always get food when you scavenge. And now Jonathan, the big roll for the livestock.
Ooh.
Will the hunter get, or will the farmer get you or not?
Ooh, I should make Will roll this one too.
I mean, I'm happy to do it. Here we go. Buddy, I'm really sorry you're going to
Wow.
die. I'm super sorry that that's going to happen. Yeah, I'm real sorry about that. But I think
Ah!
it's preordained.
Why are you
farmer-
letting him
The farmer
roll
got
dice?
you.
Farmer got
It's
you.
not like
All
you
right.
weren't warned. I mean, I did warn you.
All right, let's go up to the elk. So for the elk, it looks like teal and light green. So I don't even know who that is. Is that Ann?
And that's Anne and Jonathan.
Yeah.
Ann and Jonathan. All right, let's have one of you, Will, roll for one of them.
This is for the elk.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to roll for Jonathan, and then
Okay.
actually, why doesn't Ann roll for Ann?
Perfect.
I'll roll myself.
Carrion.
Carrion.
7.
All right,
Excellent.
so
What happens when we roll carrion?
So when carrion happens, the tile is going to turn over, and every pack in that region is going to do the prisoner's dilemma. So we're
Sweet.
all choosing. That's Red and myself as well. So Will, you're in this one as well.
So we're choosing fight or share.
We're choosing fight or share, and it's a 4-way situation. So if 2 people fight, those 2 people will be injured. The leftovers that are sharing will share it. If everybody fights, everybody gets injured and nobody gets anything. And if only one person fights and everybody else shares, then the person that fights takes everything.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
1,
3.
2, 3, go.
I'm fighting.
I'm fighting.
Fighting.
Oh,
you sharing?
no.
I'm sharing.
Ann
And
wins.
you get everything. The rest of us all have an injured wolf.
We all have it. Well,
I knew that you guys were going to do that. I was about to fight, and I was like, they're all going to do it. So I switched to share.
Being peaceful pays off.
As we once again see the difference between the death of a woman and the stupid let's fightness of dudes.
Exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
Anne gets,
I'm gonna move.
Anne gets 7 points. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, we are up to the caribou region. The caribou region is teal.
Yes. And
And Anne, you're up again.
Okay, so I'm rolling.
So you're gonna roll.
You're rolling
Caribou.
for the caribou.
Caribou. 7.
Oh my gosh, you are destroying it.
Wow, you are killing it, dude.
Apparently, you guys are having the wrong weight and roll the dice. All I'm saying.
Yeah, I think so. All right, now we're up to the bison region, and there is no single dominant pack, but there are 4 dominant packs, or no, 5 dominant
1,
packs.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
So that means literally we have 5 chances to catch food. So Will, roll it the first time. If you have bad luck, you get to roll again.
Here's roll number 1. 20.
Whoa.
Oh, we got food the
What?
first time. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Now we all have to choose whether to fight or share.
Let's get those shares ready, kids. Come on now.
Uh-huh.
All right, I got mine
All right.
ready.
Everybody
I'm ready.
ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
Lol, I knew you guys would do
Oh,
that.
Anne took it! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
I totally think you guys were gonna do that.
Oh, she's been gaming us this whole time. She's been gaming us this whole time. Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
Fantastic.
You guys are so predictable. I'm going to guess again because it's not going to happen.
So,
Ralph, is there a mercy rule?
Seems like we need it now. Oh my goodness.
does the counter even go up that?
So if you go past 30, you flip it on its side.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Whew. Ooh,
She's
we are in
lapped
big
us.
trouble. She has lapped
She's
us. We are
lapped
in
us.
major trouble. All right, now we retrieve all wolves and then we start our next round and we advance the weeks marker.
Okay.
And
Well,
now
I have
Anne,
one.
Okay, so we were
Okay,
frozen,
I'm
but
back.
we're now.
My internet got
okay.
uncooperative for a moment. So
So
I was
did
saying.
Anne sweep
So
the
I was
forest?
so my question was, does the scoreboard even go that high?
Gotcha. Yeah. It doesn't. It technically loops around. So once she passes, she flips her wolf on the side to show she's got 30 plus.
Woo!
Check it
Oof.
out.
And now Anne is the alpha, so she's going to start this round.
Yeah.
And then we'll
So if
continue in
we
the
had
same order beside
token,
it.
there's a great token that says the alpha, and you would
Yep.
get it because you're clearly. So I was saying, women running the world. So go ahead and
Tell us where you want to go.
Go where you want to go.
So wait, tell me that again. So
You
so
have
we're-
control of the board.
So we're starting
We're
over.
starting. It's a new. Yep. This
round.
is a new round. So on the tracker there, you can see weeks left. So right now we're in the 4th week.
Okay.
Um,
So I would like to start with a little fish appetizer. I'll put a little beta on the fish. Oh wait, you said I had to put a wolf on the side, on its side. Is that what you did? Or is Andrea's keeping track?
yeah, Andrea's got that.
Okay. Wow, the
Um,
sun is going down and it's directly in my face.
And then also we can see on the board here now that some of our wolves have moved from injured to healing. We still do not get them for this round. They're healing this round. They're licking their wounds. I am
Licking
going.
your
I'm
wounds.
going to go to hare. I'm putting a beta wolf on the hare. Patrick.
I guess I'm going for the beaver again.
Excellent,
Bigger.
Jonathan.
All right.
Ooh, some of us made bad choices with farmers' livestock last time, so we're short on wolves. So I think I gotta play big here. I'm gonna go for the caribou. I put a beta wolf on the caribou.
All right. I will let's go an alpha pair on the elk. And you're up again.
Okay, I'm gonna do a beta on the bison.
I am going to put a beta wolf on the caribou.
Oof.
I will put a beta wolf on the bison.
That bison herd is just recovering from the last week. That bison herd is like, you are never going to believe what happened. All the wolves in the world showed up.
All led by one woman.
I'm going to put a beta wolf on, let's go the hare.
Yeah.
I will do my alpha pair on the caribou.
I will put a beta wolf on the hare.
I will go ahead and put a beta wolf on the scavenge location.
I'll send a beta wolf after the beaver.
Okay, I'll put a beta wolf on a fish.
We'll do a beta wolf on the bison.
You can go into the deep forest all you want.
Close down, didn't I?
All the food.
Well, there is that.
I'm going to put one on the fish, a beta wolf on the fish.
I will go ahead and put a beta wolf on the elk.
I'm going to put my last beta wolf on the fish.
I'll put a beta wolf on the scavenge.
I'm going to do a beta wolf on the elk.
I will put my alpha pair on the bison.
Ooh, competition.
I also have to put my beta wolf on the bison. I'm so far behind.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I say alpha pair or beta wolf? Alpha pair is what I
Oh, I'm
meant.
sorry, my bad. You want the alpha pair or the beta?
Yes, please. Alpha. We're going for it.
All right.
I like how everybody was really jokey and laughy the first round, and now we're all deadly serious about it's not a joke anymore.
Real serious.
This is my last wolf because I'm low on wolves, but I'm gonna send my alpha pair after the caribou.
Okay, and I'm gonna put a beta wolf on the bison.
I'm going to do my last wolf on the beaver. Snicker.
And I'm out because I have a wolf healing.
And I guess I will put choices. I'm going to put a beta wolf on the elk.
Jonathan, you're out, right?
I'm
That's
out.
everything.
And I'm out as well. So that's
Great.
the end of the round. Let's go to the hare region. Will, you're rolling.
Here I go. 2.
You got it.
Ooh.
All right, beaver region. Will, let's go have you go ahead and roll again. You're good at this rolling thing today.
All right. Beaver region gets 4.
4. So are there 3 tied packs there?
There are. We have Anne, we have Patrick, and Jonathan.
Oh, Anne's there.
Anne's there. The master.
Am I making you nervous?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay.
As ready as I'm gonna get.
1, 2, 3.
Share.
Oh,
Yay.
All right, so now what food is distributed in clockwise order, starting with the alpha. So Anne will get 1, and then Patrick will get 1, and then Jonathan will get 1, and then Anne will get the last one.
It's good to be the alpha.
All right, now we go to, yeah, really. Now we go to the fish region. It looks like there is a 4-way tie there. So there's 4 chances to not mess this up, Will. You got it, right?
Here we go.
To
Dish.
not mess it up. And yet,
3.
All right, awesome. So everybody who's there,
We got
decide what you're gonna do.
Ralph, Anne, Will, and Jonathan.
okay.
What was the die roll? Was it 2?
3.
3.
It was a 3.
Okay, ready?
3.
1, 2, 3, go.
Jonathan
Oh.
steals it all.
Fighting and is going to take all 3 fish.
Finally,
we
some
couldn't
points
trust
on
him.
the board. It's my first time above the starting line.
Woohoo!
All right, to the scavenge region. So Patrick and I each get 1 food. Now we're over to the elk, where Patrick and I are both the dominant pack. So Will, give us a good roll.
Here comes the elk. X.
All right, one more roll because we got 2 packs there.
What is
Here we go. Here we go.
Carrying 7.
Oh, okay. So now Anne gets in on this game too. How fitting. How fitting. All right, Patrick.
You're gonna.
I feel like I want to talk to you, but I think if I talk to you about my plan, Anne is going to ruin it.
Okay, we'll just mentally do this. We'll mentally communicate.
Yes, we'll mentally
Mostly
communicate.
excited that she's there to ruin your day. Either
All
way.
right. 3, 2, 1, show.
Fight.
Oh, she did it again. Oh my gosh. Patrick, I can't believe you.
I sent the signal.
Oh gosh.
So,
All right.
okay, so what happens now is Rob and Patrick each get an injured wolf,
Yep.
and Anne, who chose not to fight, gets all the carry.
Oh.
Take all 7.
So fitting. Oh my goodness. All right, now we go over to the caribou region. And it looks like Patrick and Anne, or is it Jonathan and Anne?
I
There's
have
2.
3.
It is
Oh,
John.
you've got 3? Oh, never mind. I was wrong. Jonathan's up. Will, roll
Oh,
for
right.
Jonathan
In the caribou land.
and the caribou lands.
All right,
I need,
here we go.
I need a good roll, Will. I need a good
I'm doing
one.
my best.
Thank you.
7.
Ooh, we got
I'll
something.
take
Good
it.
work.
I'll take it.
All right, so 7 for lime
All
green.
right.
All right, and then we're to the last region, which is the bison. We got 1 dominant pack, which is Patrick.
Mhm.
Will, let's see if you still got that luck.
All right, Patrick, here we go.
All
I
right.
don't.
The forest green wolves are hungry.
20 again.
Wow.
Yes!
Oh, nailed it.
Oh no.
Anne's got some
Yes.
competition, or at least
Whoa,
closer
that's
competition.
Crazy.
That's just like one side, right?
Yep.
That's it. That's one face rolls a 20. You have a 1 in 6 chance. I'm wrecking probability.
You are. All right, so we are to the last round.
Patrick gets all of it because he's dominant.
Okay.
Okay, so we're to the last region, or the last round, I should say. And we've
So
got
hold on,
one
hold on.
special
So
region.
That was Patrick that took that one, right?
That was Patrick, yep.
Okay, my bad.
So we've got one special thing now that happened. So the elk turned into carrion. So whoever is the dominant pack in that region will get 7 food for free. There's no dice roll.
And
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, who was that pack? I can't recall.
That won that last time?
Who was the dominant pack? Oh, in this round, because it is carrion, whoever is dominant gets it. No rolling, no
Yep.
fighting. Copy that.
Correct, yep. And now it's whoever has the most food is the alpha pack again. And so they'll lead, which I think is still Anne.
Who's that?
And I get my wolf back that is no longer healing, correct?
Correct, yep. And now it's just Patrick and I with the injured wolf.
Okay.
Oof.
All right,
One.
Anna, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out my alpha pair on some caribou.
Oof.
I want to get back into this game, so I'm putting my alpha pair on the bison. I'm just taking a big swing and hoping it works out for me.
I will go ahead and put a beta wolf on the hare.
Jonathan.
Ooh. I don't know that you can keep rolling 20s on that bison die, so I don't know.
I can tell you when the 20s will stop. The moment I become the dominant pack in that region. That is
Oh,
when the 20s
good.
stop.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hedge this a little bit. I'm gonna send a beta wolf out to the caribou.
Okay. And I am definitely sending a beta wolf to the livestock.
Oh, right.
Andrea, am I the only player in the game who's below the starting level of points?
Looks like it.
You are, yeah. You and I are close though, Will.
Just making sure. Just checking. Just checking. That's what I
You've
thought.
been rolling great though.
I sure have. I'm rolling terrific for everybody else.
Can I do a beta?
So selfless.
A beta on the elk.
I'm going to put a beta on the beaver.
And I will put a beta on the fish.
And Jonathan.
I'm gonna put beta on the beaver as well.
I am going to put a beta on the fish.
I will do a beta on the bison.
I will put another beta on the beaver.
I'm going to put a beta on the bison as well.
Ooh. I am going to wait. I feel like I'm missing a guy up on the upper top.
Didn't you put a guy on the elk?
On the caribou, possibly.
Yeah.
Oh, did I move Patrick by accident?
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yes, I do not have it. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
I'm gonna put a second beta on the caribou.
I'm going. Oh, Andrea, by the way, we need to move the weeks left marker because this is the last week.
Oh, thank you.
I am going to put a beta on the bison.
I'm gonna do a beta on the hare.
I'm going to tempt fate and put a beta in livestock land.
Oh yeah.
Come at me, farmer.
Oh, wait. There can only be one wolf in livestock, correct?
Yes.
Is there already a wolf in livestock land?
There is.
My apologies. I am instead going to take that very same wolf and I'm going to put it on the carrion.
I will put a beta on the caribou.
I'm gonna send my alpha pair. I don't want to miss out on the final battle here, so I'm gonna send my alpha pair to the bison.
Damn it.
I'm going to put my alpha pair on the carrion.
I'm gonna do a beta on. I'll do a beta on the caribou.
No.
I really care about that bison, so I'm adding a beta to the bison.
Oh.
Just because I can see how distraught Jonathan is, I'm going to put my alpha pair on the caribou.
No.
Oh, caribou, Andrea.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not the bison. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Do I have one left?
Jonathan?
Oh,
I have
Jonathan.
one left.
You have one left. Okay.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna send my last beta to this bison party.
All right. I think I've got one left. Is that right, Andrea?
You do, yes.
Okay. I'm going to go. Let's let's put one on. Let's go the scavenge region. I need some food. I don't want to get last.
Okay, I have one left here, and I think that I need to contribute to this bison party.
Sure. My last beta wolf is going on the hare.
And then my other one is healing, so I don't have anything left.
Correct. That's everything.
That's everything. All right, we're resolving.
Let's do
All right,
some
we're
resolve
to the
here.
hare. We've got 3 possible rolls to get 2 food. Lots of wolves going for that one hare.
What are we
All right.
starting
Or
on?
rabbit.
Here's the
Rabbit,
hare.
hare. Yep.
2.
2. All right. So Patrick and Will choose to fight or share.
All right.
She's outsmarted me twice already.
He's been outsmarting me for 25 years. Like, get it's a thing.
I'm not gonna look. And she's gonna beat me no matter what. All right, I'm ready. I don't know what it is.
Melting right now.
3, 2, 1.
Share.
Yeah.
It paid off, Patrick.
It worked.
It worked. Patrick, don't look at it strategy pays off.
Yeah.
To food.
All right.
Outstanding.
Wow.
Right, so next is
The beaver for Will.
here comes my beaver roll. 4.
Good work. Hey, you're above 0.
Yeah. I'm still
Nice.
not starting, but it's okay. Maybe that bison party is going to work out for me.
All right, we got fish. We got Patrick and myself. Will, can you give us a good roll for us?
Yep, here comes your fish roll.
Good. That's quite an ask, but
That's a miss.
All right, we get one more.
Second one, that's a 3.
All right, Patrick, you know what to do, right? We got to share here.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, show.
Ah.
Oh,
I had to, Patrick.
look
I
at
had
that.
to.
He gived you, Patrick.
All right, 3
Trusted
for.
him.
never.
Oh, I'm
trust
caught
you.
up to you, Will.
Oh,
We're battling for that.
congratulations.
We're gonna be Omega Wolves. All right, I get one more for the scavenge. And then Will, don't let the shooter or the farmer shoot me, please. Do not let him shoot me.
Let's see what happens. 50% chance of getting away of walking out of that livestock pen is not going to happen for you today. You got shot.
Oh,
Crushing.
ooh.
Crushing.
Farmer's on point.
Farmer's eating wolf tonight.
All right, we're up to the carry-on of the elk, and I've got the most, so I get 7. And we are over to the caribou. So the caribou looks like it is Patrick and Anne. So we get 2 rolls.
All right. Here we
Do I have
go.
an
not-
alpha
I
there?
think you ought to roll
You
for
do have an
this.
alpha pair there.
Okay.
What's on the?
Yeah, it's 3 to 3 to 2.
Ah, got it.
Carrying 5.
Carrying 5.
All right.
So Jonathan gets pulled
Uh-oh.
into this battle now. 3-way dilemma.
Oh, we're all doing this.
Yep.
Okay.
Every time I choose, I lose.
Okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2.
I will never be ready.
There you go.
Fight!
Oh!
Oh!
For anybody. All right.
So nobody gets
And-
food and everybody gets injured.
Rats!
Yep.
Ooh.
Rats!
And then we are to the last region, and it looks like it is Jonathan and Will.
All right. Jonathan, do you have dice so you can roll for yourself?
Yes.
All right. I think that we should each roll for ourselves.
I have the. Is this is the proper bison die, right? Yeah.
Sort of
Yep, the
boring
yellow with the
stuff.
20.
Yeah,
Yep.
the only one
Yep.
with the 20 on it. All right. So yeah, so you should roll first.
All right. Oh man, this is my first roll of the whole game. I'm totally cold. I got an X.
All right. My chance here. My chance at greatness. My chance to get past 5. Here it comes.
X!
Oh, no.
Oh
no.
So who's next?
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it. Not
Nobody's the
bounce.
Bison get away.
Bison
That
gets
Bison-
away.
that
It
Bison herd's like,
escapes.
oh, thank God. We've been thinned so much. All the slow, sick ones are dead. only the fittest have survived.
Exactly. All right, and it looks
Um,
like, well, Anne is the winner, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that wasn't a howl. We got to hear a howl. There we go.
I just want to be totally clear that I came in last place with no more points than I started the game.
Good job, honey.
I
Good
did.
job.
I did great.
I'll provide for us. It's okay. I got you.
So glad you're here. I'm so useless without you. Oh my God. Ralph, Jonathan, and Patrick, and Andrea, thank you. And thank you. I genuinely enjoy this game, and I hope that we have shown how quick it is to pick up, how quick you can play it, and how much fun exists because of that prisoner's dilemma. Ralph, this game's a real winner, and I really appreciate you designing it, and I appreciate all of you for coming in to play with us today. Thanks a lot.
Yes, thank you.
Coming up next on our Games by Bicycle live stream, we are talking with game designer Eric Sillis about his game, Exchange. Hi, Eric.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, very well, thank you. I just got destroyed in the alpha, and I am hopeful that I will be less destroyed in Exchange. You have managed to create a game about the stock market that is incredibly fun and entertaining. What inspired you?
Yeah, it's interesting. Ralph was just talking about how he was inspired by a podcast. My inspiration actually comes from a podcast as well. I had been working on Exchange for a while. It wasn't originally a stock market game. And I was listening to a podcast where they were talking about one famous Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd movie about the stock market. And it just felt like the dynamic I was trying to play where, you are trying to play the people in the room and take advantage of a situation in your favor. And that was what the game mechanically was doing. Yeah. And so it made the most sense. And I just enjoyed that podcast and that story so much that it felt like the right theme to kind of put on this game.
What was your theme before you settled on the securities?
It started in just, commodity trading, like ancient agriculture kind of. Like many other type of games that have existed where you're trading some sort of resource, like a livestock resource for another resource of some kind. And I was thinking about, okay, the mechanic is there. How do we make it a bit more exciting and have a bit more narrative to it? I went with the stock market.
Do you have a background at all in the financial services industry?
Not at all. In fact, I would say, do not take any financial advice from me. Anytime I do seem to try to, let me put some money in the stock market tanks. So definitely not an investor. If anything, the strategy is do the opposite of what I do, and you'll probably be better off.
What kind of experience were you hoping to give the players when you were designing the game? We all have that thing we want people to take out of the game. What was yours?
Yeah, the experience was where I started. There were two big things that I wanted to achieve. The first is I wanted this to be a game that you could bring people into the world of gaming with, right? So be that gateway game. Yeah. And specifically as someone who likes a bit more deep and intense strategy and longer strategy games, I found that I was too often playing these entry-level games that I honestly was just not that excited about. And so I wanted a game that I felt like I could play, but also bring a friend or a family member, into gaming with. So that was the first piece. And then the other was really enjoying the battle of wits that can happen, right? So the old, is the poison in the cup in front of me or in front of you? And what I know, what I think reverse psychology type of thing. Putting someone in that position was what I was hoping to recreate.
You've done a really great job of recreating the volatility of the stock market. And I had a game yesterday where I went completely bankrupt because
someone got a little too big for his britches.
I was just
like, I want this crap. I don't have any money.
I was just trying to buy at $10 and the bubble burst. And now I had to buy at $90 and I didn't have any money. and I couldn't do it, and I sold everything, and I still couldn't do it. Like, it was, I made a series of poor choices, but I had fun while it was all happening, because I was like, okay, it's very unlikely that this is gonna, the thing that was unlikely happened.
Yeah.
So how did you manage, like what is your design philosophy? The swings of the stock market are there, and it's part of the fun of the game, but it could also become frustrating. So how did you manage, how did you mitigate the chance that the game could stop being fun because of those swings?
Yeah, when obviously you do a bunch of play testing and play testing with a bunch of different people, and that was the thing that kept coming up is, if the bubble would pop and it would put you in that position, I would all of a sudden get this feeling of almost dread, like, oh no, it just ruined this person's game. But the expression on their face was the total opposite, right? They had the same feeling of like, this was fun, this was unexpected. And so I wanted to lean into that and let that sort of, be a part of the game. It does make sense thematically, but then also trying to make sure that if you don't like that factor, that you have the ability to at least, you have the choice. So you can buy the insider information, look at the market forces card, and then you're trying to read the room, the people in the room with you, which is obviously the most challenging part of the game. But if you can accomplish those things, it actually becomes somewhat predictable. But if not, and you choose to really run in the dark and not understand what could be coming, then it's obviously some wild swings that you could experience, like you may have.
The $50 it costs to peek at the top card is so much money relative to, like, just in the economy of this game. $50 is a lot of money. And it is such a great risk reward mini game that the player has to work out. How many times did you try different values before you realized that 50 seems like not too much, and then when you're scoring the game, you're like, I really wish I had that $50 now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially if you do that over 5 rounds, right? That's $250. That often, the game comes down to just $50 to $100 often. So yeah, a lot of trial and error, and just finding that sweet spot where people didn't feel like they did it every time, but also no one did it. So just a lot of trial and error to get there.
So much of the strategy in this game, and so much of what makes this game so much fun, is being in the heads of the competition and trying to outwit. And I was telling Anne when I was teaching this to her, that this is a game where it is rare that you have the opportunity to do something that helps you and sets back another player. You generally have to choose which thing you're going to do as you play through. Tell me a little bit about how you managed to work that almost like psychological aspect of competition into the game.
Yeah, without getting like really lost in the psychology of it, one of the things when I wanted to make a game that was repeatable and had that varying level of depth, reading people was kind of the best way to do that, right? What is more unpredictable than anything else than people? And also, people are they change so often, and if you get a new set of people around the table, the game can feel completely different. So for that variable depth and replayability, I really wanted to center on that. And then, yeah, to your point, wanting to make sure that you have to consider not just what you're doing, but what someone else thinks you're doing and how that might impact both you and them. And that happens with 3, 4, 5, 6 people around a table. The thoughts and the decisions, although simple in nature, become pretty complex to really work through. And that's where the game hopefully feels fun.
You have this really cool design choice with the founder cards. So mechanically, the founder cards tell us what we start with. Like it's an important part of the game. But after we have that information, they're not important anymore in terms of, like, I'm not going to role play that I'm this guy. But every one that you chose,
You mean I'm not supposed to role play that I'm a descendant of Spanish noblemen?
You could if you wanted to.
Do you do that? Play testing, did you have people actually pretend they were their character?
Oh yeah, you get people with like bowler hats and monocles and stuff.
I've never actually. That's not true. I did buy a white powder wig at one point, so I did get dressed up. I forgot I had done that. No, most people were not going to that extent, but people do like to hear the narrative behind it. That these are not just made up names. These were the names of 24 people who signed something called the Buttonwood Agreement. I won't go into a bunch of history and nerddom there, but it effectively started the New York Stock Exchange. And so wanting to just put a bit more narrative into than just picking, 12 names or at random.
I think it's such a cool choice, and it's such a specific choice, right? You're not a random investor. I'm Augustine Lawrence, the warden of the port. I think that is really cool. As you were researching these men, and they were all men because of the time, was there anything that you learned that you were like, what? Like, did anything like that happen?
The most exciting thing was when I could find any information beyond just their name. So the few that are in the game are the ones I could find anything about or put a title to. The most exciting one, and we chose here specifically for Anne, is Isaac Gomez, the descendant of a Spanish nobleman. And I will probably not remember the story exactly, but basically his family had to escape from Spain. They were kind of on the run, ended up spending some time, I think, in Italy, came over to America, had a whole bunch of money because of nobility, right? And then became a part of the founding of the New York Stock Exchange, lived in some really nice mansion kind of just outside the city, as the story that I could find on him. Most other people, it's just like, Samuel Beebe was a broker. And I'm like, great. But I got a name, so that's fine.
I chose that my nobleman has a jaunty, like a
bowler hat, like the
brown derby hat.
Like what the dad wears in Mary Poppins?
Yes.
Yeah, totally. All right. So Eric, I believe I know what I need to know to get into playing a few rounds of your game. I have to tell you, I am so excited for this because we have some other players joining us, some folks who are hopping onto the live stream so that we can do this. And I'm thrilled because I have not been able to play this game with more than 2 players. And as you are probably aware, it's not really designed for 2 players. So I'm really looking forward to this. We're playing a 5-player. We're going to play a few rounds of a 5-player game. Garrett and Kyler are joining Eric and Anne and myself. Andrea will be keeping track of our market value board. Anne and I have our ledger boards in front of us. We also have a ledger board cam that will let you keep track of what all the players are doing and where their net worth sits. And then we have our different phase cards. We're going to go through a couple rounds of this game and show you just how it works, what the basic mechanics are, and let you experience a little bit of player interaction. Let me see if I need one of my little phase cards slid down. So Eric, how about you walk us through a round of exchange, and then we will play a proper round of exchange. Kyler and Garrett, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and joining us today.
Thank you.
Thrilled to have you. Do you have cards in front of you? Do you know which founders of the stock exchange you are playing?
Oh yeah, I'm Andrew Barclay, and I am just a merchant.
All right, and Garrett?
Do I get to pick?
You are Gideon McEvers, which might be my favorite name, but just a merchant.
I am Gideon McEvers, just a merchant.
So in round 1 of exchange, we start with our 3 commodities, which are banks, bonds, and insurance, are all worth $50 in the center of our market board. Over the course of a couple of rounds, what we will be doing is influencing this market to increase or decrease the value of the different commodities. And one of the risks that we have to mitigate, you can see at either end of the market value board, there are those large colorful arrows. The arrow that Andrea is pointing at right now is the top market bubble. When that market bubble bursts, when the value of a commodity goes over $90, it goes all the way down to $10 because the value has changed. Conversely, if the value of a commodity drops to $10 and then drops again, it goes all the way back around to $90 because the bubble bursts. In general, you want to buy low and sell high. You want to interact with your purchases and dumping your positions when you're right there at 90 or 10, but you don't want to spend too much time there because you can end up having the bubble burst. And now your move to make giant profits is completely screwed and you're losing the game to your wife again.
Oh, what happened there?
The game is played over 5 rounds. Each round has 3 phases in it. I think that I've done a lot of the setting up. Eric, you are the designer, so it is your privilege to walk us through this round of the game. Sir, I yield the floor to you.
Thanks, Will. Yeah, you know, one of the great things about this game is we all make the decisions together, so we can actually play the first round kind of live as you're explaining to someone. But just quickly, the first phase, we select the stock we're going to trade. In the second phase, we decide whether we're buying and selling and how many. And then in the third, we will get to move the market up or down 1 for 1 stock. So that is the 3 decisions we make each round. We make phase 1 decision, we'll show everybody. Then we make the same with phase 2. We show everybody at least whether we're buying or selling. We don't show the number yet. And then we show phase 3. We move the market. We transact all of our stocks. Hopefully we celebrate. We go on to the next round. Everyone clear there?
Great. So
all right. So
grab your phase 1 envelope and select one of the 3 securities that you have.
Okay. Are we showing this? We are showing it or we're not?
Not just yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And now we're moving on to phase 2. If we're buying or selling.
We actually only need to choose phase 1, and then you can wait to see if what everyone else is doing might impact how you decide phase 2. So once everyone has their phase 1 decision, we can flip it and show.
All right. Has everyone made
ready?
Their decision?
Go ahead.
Excellent.
So it looks like we are moving banks. We have some more Kyler selling dealing in banks, bonds for me as well, and insurance.
So
all right.
Like Kyler and I are doing banks. Ann and Garrett are doing insurance. Ann and Eric
are doing bonds.
And Garrett
is acting alone in insurance.
Alone insurance dealer.
All right. So now we will move on to phase 2. You're going to decide whether you want to buy or sell.
Okay. And so we talked about this before. So when you want to buy your phase 3, it should be a plus. If you want to sell.
Yeah, because you want to increase the value of the thing you're going to sell. You want to decrease the value of the thing you're going to buy.
You want it as low as possible.
No.
Other way around. Yep.
You're buying, you want it low. When you're selling, you want it high.
Yes.
Yep.
Sure.
Got it.
Awesome.
All right. So if you've made your selection, we'll just, when everyone's ready, we'll flip it over. Don't show the number yet. Just show whether you're buying or selling.
Okay. Ready?
And ready, go.
Sell.
Buy.
Buy. So let's remind everyone, I am buying bonds.
Oh, look, I'm
selling bonds. All right. Let's see.
Yep, I'm buying banks and Kyler's selling banks.
Selling banks,
That's not good for me.
It's selling banks. All right.
Uncontested insurance purchase.
So then we all get the last chance to move the market, plus or minus 1 on one of these, and then we will draw the market forces card, which puts a random effect that we don't know yet, obviously. So everyone make that decision.
Kind of want to seed some deceit in the room.
I feel like.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like this is going to be interesting.
All right.
Ready?
Yes. Ready, set.
Surprising absolutely no one. I'm making the banks go down by 1.
Oh.
Ooh.
Whoa!
What?
Look at how insurance just got.
What happened? All right. So what we will do is. Andrea, can you move down the banks -1? to $40.
Am I the only
Looks like bonds go up 1 to 60. And insurance is going to go down 3 to $20.
Right on.
Garrett, I hope you bought a lot.
I bought some.
Before we reveal that, will you pull the top market forces card and let us know what is happening?
The Market Forces deck introduces entropy into the game. This is sort of like when you play a game where the box makes a move that's going to affect the players. This is the box's move. Trade deal. Foreign trade relations are improved by revised trade agreements. All securities +1.
Oh,
I'm okay with that.
I'm not okay with that. This is going to create a problem for me.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
All
Great.
right, well, we're going to immediately run into some issues here, at least when I go to sell or buy my stocks. So now what we do is reveal how many we bought.
Okay.
I bought 3.
I didn't do buy though, so I'm not.
So
Oh, sorry, or sell. I just said buy because I bought. This was
Okay.
my
Selling 2.
also selling too.
2.
All right.
Buying 4. Garrett is making out like a bandit.
I wish I had played 9. Like this.
All right, so what we will now do is we'll have some magic hands come here and adjust the ledger boards. So we're going to start with Kyler. You sold 2
banks.
Banks are going to go down 2, and that's at $50. So you get another $100. All right, and Ann, you sold 2
bonds.
2 bonds at $70. Oof.
That's nice.
So if my math is right,
Slide down your bonds.
140.
Yep, and then you gain 140.
And Will, you
I bought 2 banks
bought 2 banks.
for a
So
total of
100.
100, which, as it turns out, is my entire cash position.
Yes, but you have lots of stocks, so don't worry.
Oh
Lots of
boy,
stocks.
listen. I am cash poor, but boy, are my assets amazing.
And Garrett, you bought 4 insurance. Is that correct?
Yes.
For what, a whopping $120. What a steal.
Amazing.
Let's just say that's what I'm doing.
I bought 3 bonds, taking me up to 8 for almost my entire cash position. I'm left with $30. And so now that we've run through this game once, we're going to add in the next element into this next phase.
All right.
Will, as you mentioned earlier, you can look at that market forces card for $50.
Yes.
If you want to pay $50, which neither you or I can do, you can have that top card shared. We'll just pop it into the chat. I think will be the best way. Will, I guess you will just happen to know if someone
What
does
I
pay
can do is
for
I
it.
can hold it up to my camera, and we'll honor system whoever didn't peek will just look away.
You know what? I really think I like the honor system. This is great.
This is the first and last time the honor system and the stock market have been related to one.
That is correct. That is
Except
correct.
you're all on camera, so secret.
That's right. This is buying insider information, so I don't really know how much integrity is inherent in the action itself, but we'll leave that to be. All right, everyone feel good for round 2 here?
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, do it.
All right, it's the same thing again, but this time our stocks are a little more to the extremes. So if you want to, you can say at any point, I'd like to look at insider information if you have $50. So you can do that right now before we pick. You can do that in the middle of the round, although it's less valuable, obviously.
But I'll do it.
Garrett's gonna do it. All right.
I will.
I'm covering my eyes. We're all doing honor
We're
system.
looking. Wait, Garrett, can you see that card?
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, is your arm in?
Do you have all the information you need?
Yep, I'm good.
All right. Cool.
That reminds me of Heads Up 7 Up as a kid.
Yeah.
Another classic game.
That was a ridiculous amount of pressure.
All right. Is everyone Does everyone have their selection?
I just want to share with the audience that there is another way to influence the market that we are not playing with just because of the way that this is set up. The player with the most cash, with the most liquid assets, has influence over the lobbyists. And that player, after market forces, after everyone is influenced, the lobbyists will now do what that cash rich player wants the lobbyists to do. So there'll be another move to affect the market. But we have chosen to not use the lobbyists just because of the short duration of this and just because it could sort of overcomplicate things a little bit. But that is another piece of the game that adds to the delicious tension when you have
and a fair amount of corruption, right?
So much
insider information, lobbyists, it's
The
all
rich get
it's all
richer
in
kind
there.
of thing.
Yeah, the rich absolutely get richer. Yeah, it is a really wonderful teaching moment for players.
Sad slice of life.
So I believe, are we all ready for phase one?
I'm ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, ready? Reveal.
I'm going back to bonds.
You're not
Oh,
in keep-
sorry, that's in the light. You can't see.
Going back to
Will,
banks.
you're dealing in
going to
bonds,
bonds.
and in banks. Kyler and banks. Garrett says insurance did so well last
Garrett
time.
is
I'm going to
all
stay
in
there.
on Insurance Central over there.
Garrett is a insurance broker. Apparently, we did not know this. He only deals in insurance.
And now phase two.
That's right.
Reveal if you're going to buy or sell.
I'm going.
And if you guys can't see or if you're not keeping track, I can tell you how many stocks you have if you need me to
Okay.
point out on the ledger board if anyone feels
Okay.
that they need to be reminded.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Going. All right, I'm ready. Oh, everyone's already ready.
Yep.
You guys were waiting. You already know what you're doing. All right. I am selling. Ann is buying. Will, you were selling, correct?
Yes.
Tyler buying. Garrett, were you buying or selling?
Selling.
Selling. All right. Will, you were selling bonds?
I sure am.
All right. That's what I like to hear.
All right. Are we ready to reveal our market influences?
I am ready.
All right. Ready? Here we go. Move on down by one.
I went insurance +1 and bonds -1. Will, is that bonds +1?
Yeah,
Great. Banks -1, insurance
have to
-1.
we did.
So it looks like insurance is a net 0. It'll stay at $30. Banks goes down to 40 and bonds stays at 70. I can handle that. I thought people would be trying to pop it on.
I thought
Pop
for
the bubble
sure.
on.
Oh my
I thought
gosh.
for sure
I
there was
was
going to be
nervous.
bubble popping. I thought that was really going to happen.
I was afraid.
fully expected
There was.
that. Okay, so
Will, will you pull the market
market
forces card for
forces.
us?
Oh.
Oh, buddy.
Yep.
Policy change. Big moves in national healthcare leave insurance companies flailing. Insurance -2. Guess what's going to happen, everybody?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I suspect Garrett's going to be selling.
Did you all in on that one?
I suspect Garrett's going to be selling some insurance. I just have a feeling that maybe that $50 investment is really going to pay off. Now we reveal what we are. So now if there were a lobbyist, the lobbyist would happen. And now we will reveal what we're doing. I am going to sell 5.
I sold 8. Let's start with Kyler so we can move around our magical board. You are
Fantastic.
buying 5 banks at
Yes, sir.
$40 a piece. Now I have to do math live in front of
$1.
the onlooking world. Thankfully, I have my magic hands here to help me. And you are
I am buying 2 banks.
buying 2 banks. I think I can do that math. That's $80.
Woohoo!
I am selling 5 bonds.
selling 5 bonds at $70 a piece.
I'll get $350.
All right.
So do I,
Back in a cash position. Garrett,
do I give you money?
Sell them right
sold
back.
for insurance,
Awesome.
right back
Oh, yeah.
at a sweet profit
Just put it in
of
money back.
$360. And I sold 8 of my bonds at $70 a piece.
Dang.
I liquidated all my bonds for 500 and 570. All right.
I believe that concludes that round, and we are
It
on to
does.
the final round of our demo.
Yep.
All right. So
If-
for this round, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say that if we were playing with the lobbyist does not play in the first and last rounds. It's just information for you to have. You don't need it because we're not using it, but just want you to know that.
Okay.
In this last round, it's called the market close. We are no longer using 1 and 2. We lay them aside. We are only using phase 3. It's your last chance to influence the market. As Will said, the lobbyist would not be in play. And so it's, you know, we want to look around at what people have, see if we want to raise our stakes, lower someone else's, maybe dance something on the bubble, who knows? So everyone make this last decision, and then we will reveal and adjust and declare a winner. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, flip and reveal.
Bank +1.
Banks go up 1, banks go up 2, banks go up 3, and insurance is going to drop 2.
I was so
Oh.
afraid of insurance popping that I wanted
Me
to pull
too,
it
but I
back.
didn't want it to go down to 70, Will. Oh, come on. And banks made a big rally up to 70.
Wow, way to go, Banks.
Woohoo.
That actually helps me
All
out
right.
quite a lot because I have a pretty heavy bank position.
Can
Same.
you call that out again, please, so I can move the board?
Oh, yes. Banks
yeah.
went up 3 and insurance went down 2. In a rare turn of events, every stock ended at $70 because banks went up 3, Andrea, to
Oh,
70.
okay, got it. Thank you.
It does make
Wow,
math
that
easy.
that is an unlikely event.
That is a very unlikely event. So now we can, we'll add up everyone's stock and cash position, and we would declare a winner. So Will and Ann, if you're going to do that, we'll do some quick math here on our side as well.
Wait, was I supposed to get anything on that last round? I don't know.
Did you sell? No, you
I
bought.
did banks +1. We didn't do that on the last round.
The last time that you interacted with the market, you bought and I made you change. So
I
your,
did.
yeah, so
I
your
know.
cash position is
That's where I'm
is
supposed to be.
where it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Why is someone trimming a tree so late in the day?
I don't know.
Oh, it's pitch black here. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how is someone trimming a tree this late in the day?
Southern California, and it's just about sunset. Yeah, I can hear somebody in the neighborhood is trimming a tree. I mean, I hope they're trimming a tree. Otherwise, they're doing something
Yeah.
else with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Which would concern me.
If they're trimming a tree in pitch black, it's because they need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a tree being trimmed.
All right, I have my total. I have my total.
You want my cash total?
Let's do your total.
We have, I think, everyone's total.
Fantastic.
All right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you have the magic ledger boards there, so you can
I do.
rather than letting me mess this up, you can go ahead and you can call it out.
All right. I am seeing we have a pretty tight race, especially here in the middle. So I will read off the scores that I have here in front of me.
All right.
Kai, you have 1390. As a frame of reference, everyone starts the game with $1,000 in net worth. So
Okay.
You made some money.
Hey,
Way to
positive.
go.
Yeah.
And you have $1,380, just $10 less. Oh, so
Tiny,
close.
tiny loss.
Will, an even 1,400.
What?
Barely edging out, and
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This never happens. I'm winning a game.
Garrett at 1,460.
Oh!
Just the wind rug just yanked
yoink.
out from under you.
And then what I'm certain will, arise a whole bunch of questions. I came in at 1,690.
Oh God.
I think that as the designer of the game, if you didn't come in at 1690, I'd be deeply concerned.
Well, I have also found myself in a bankrupt position playing this game, Will. So it is not always does not always play out in my favor.
Oh.
Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
A lot of you didn't know this, but second place was the most important in this particular competition.
Really?
So I'm feeling really good about that.
Really?
Well, unfortunately, that went to Garrett.
I was gonna say, I think
Yeah.
Place is the one that I care about the most.
right. Second.
Who said second? Not me. This game is so much fun, and it is. I hope that we have shown how accessible this is, and how you can really just those moments of what's going to happen. I love them. That great tension, and then the rising and falling action of this game is delightful. I have some things written down here that I wanted to make sure that I said. The first thing is, I just want to confess to you, I was very skeptical about a game that features securities trading, and I am delighted to have been wrong to be skeptical. It's a really great, really, really fun game. If you at home are interested in learning where you can get your hands on a copy of Alpha or Exchange, there is information in the show notes on where you can get them. I will also put some information on the Facebook page where you can find this stuff on It's Will Wheaton on Facebook. We will have another live stream event coming up on December 8th, just in time for the holidays. We are playing a word game called Fumbling Ferrets. That's real silly and really a lot of fun. If you want to make sure that you get notified whenever we do something like this, you want to join the Games by Bicycle mailing list. There will be some information in the show notes about how to go about doing that. And Kyler, Garrett, and Eric, thank you so much. I know it is Saturday night. I also know that we are living at a time where going out on Saturday nights is not just ridiculously irresponsible. It is a thing that just most of us aren't doing. So I appreciate you making time on your Saturday night to play games with us. Andrea, thank you for running the market value board. Thank you for your help during exchange. Kyle, thank you for everything you are doing behind the scenes. To everyone at Bicycle, where I am the global brand ambassador, I just want to say it is such an honor to be part of this team. I love these games. This has been a really fun Saturday for me, playing games and talking about games. And I will see you all again next month when we get ready to play some more games. So until then, I hope that you will hug the people that you love. I hope that you will stay safe, stay healthy, wear your mask over your mouth and your nose. And until I see you next time, play more games. Thanks, everyone. I believe we are, as we say in the entertainment industry,